We're talking about engaging with the Bible. I've been suggesting a number of ways that we can get more out of our Bible reading. Simply straight reading it, meditating upon it, studying it, memorizing it. Just one other method, and that's hearing it. Now actually, when the early Christians first heard the Bible, that's what they did. Possibly some of them couldn't read, but a letter had been sent from the Apostle Paul, and this letter would arrive at the church, and then somebody would read the letter to them. And so the way that they engaged with the Bible was simply by listening to words. Possibly this is a method that we don't use as much these days. In churches we read chapters of the Bible, but sometimes we don't read very much there. But it was originally one of the main methods that people receive the content of the Bible. Now in these days of technology, there are many different ways that we can have time just listening to the words of Scripture. You can buy them on CDs, therefore you can play them in the car. You can put them on your iPods or whatever they might be, and you know the technology, and there are lots of ways that in our spare moments we can listen to the words of Scripture. Just last week I was in a situation and somebody was quoting some verses of Scripture, and one of them just immediately went right into my heart. I was obviously worried about something, and the words that were spoken just did the trick. It was as though it was gone. I knew that the Lord would help me with that. So listening to Scripture. But let me just say one or two words in closing about adopting a Bible reading plan. How might you do this? Well, you might just go to a Christian bookshop and ask for some notes about reading a little section of the Bible every day. The shopkeeper will be able to help you. You might want to read the Bible through in a whole year. There are lots of plans that you can get, probably from the internet. You might want to ask the Lord and say, which book from the Bible should I read at the moment? And if you say those things to God, He will tell you. You might want to choose a quite uncomplicated commentary that you can spend some time just looking at a few verses each day. You might want to say to a friend, let's read a particular book of the Bible, and then meet up once a week and say, what has this book said to us? Really, the methods are manifold. What's more important is doing it.